Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my July TBR. I have come to find out that these are actually like my favorite videos to film, even though I am slightly a mood reader, but I try really hard to stick to my TBR unless I'm like really not feeling any of the books that I put on there. But I tend to put a lot of books on my TBR because I'm a slight mood reader, so I'm excited. I'm excited for all the books that I wrote down for my TBR, so let's just jump in. I guess I'll start with all the physical books that I have on my TBR just because I have a stack of them right next to me. Starting off, I have The Royals Next Door by Karina Halley. I actually already finished this book. I read it in a day. My tabs. She's cute. She's a cute book. I honestly won't go into any of my thoughts in this video, but this is on my TBR and it is crossed off because I already finished it. It was one of those Sundays where I didn't do anything but read and I finished this, and you know what? I'm proud of myself because at least I finished a book that was on my TBR. Next book I have is Where the Crawdads Sing. This is the only reason that this is on my TBR is because the movie's coming out soon, I believe. Maybe like the 17th of July. I could be totally making that up, so don't take my word for it. But I bought this a long time ago, and if you go to my Bookstagram, you will see how long ago that was. I solely bought this book because it was the deluxe edition and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like, look at this book, like all around. Oh my god, stunning. And the inside, the orange with the cream. Wow. I bought it solely because it's a beautiful book, but I've only ever heard great things about this book, and they're making a movie out of it, or they already made a movie out of it, and it comes out here soon, so I want to read it. Next up, I have Twisted Games by Huang. This is the second book in the Twisted series, and I'm excited for this one. This one is about Reese and Bridget. Bridget is the princess in the friend group and Reese is her bodyguard, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. As you guys know, Twisted Love was not my favorite, but I loved all of the characters, and you get introduced to all of the characters in the first book, and I'm just so excited for this one. I hope it's different than the first one. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm really into bodyguard romances, so this one I feel like it's gonna hit the spot. Speaking of bodyguard protector romances, I have this one by Jodi Ellen Malpas, The Protector. I actually found this at half price and I haven't read it, and I bought it a long time ago. I have no idea what it's about, but it's on my TBR. Next book that I have that was also in my previous TBR is Hideaway by Penelope Douglas. I need to get to this. Point blank period. I have the audiobook. I just need to find time to sit down, listen, and read so I can annotate this and move on to Damon's story, okay? I just need to reread this already. Next book I have is Crown of Midnight by Sara J. Maas. I actually started this like I had let you guys know, but I still haven't dived back in. I'm hoping to dive back in this month just because I don't have any other fantasy romances on my July TBR, so I figured I could throw this in there, and I'm thinking about doing a reading vlog for this series. I know I already read Throne of Glass and some of the novellas from the Assassin's Blade, but I'm still thinking that I want to do reading vlogs for each of the books just so I have memories of my reactions, because I've been seeing stuff and I want to have my own reactions. And I already know that I'm gonna love this series because Sara J. Maas just knows how to break my heart. And so, yeah, I just want to have my reactions on video, and I feel like it would be entertaining for you guys to watch too. So this is on my TBR. I'm excited for that one. I also have Archer's Voice. This one is on one of my book besties TBR as well, and so I added it, and I'm excited to read it because I've seen so many good things, but Archer's Voice, hopefully I get to it this month. Next up, I have a couple of dark romances. I have A Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. I think I'm ready for this. I honestly truly believe that I'm ready for this. I haven't even read the back. I'll read it for you guys so we can read it together. Bennett Sharp is on the run. Wanted for piracy, she fears neither God nor death nor man, except priest Farrell. The unfaithful, stormy-eyed libertine hunts her with terrifying possessiveness, Nothing will stop him from coming for her, not his unforgivable betrayal, not when she's captured by the ice-cold pirate hunter Lord Ashley Cutler. She must escape Ashley's prison and priest's deceit, but can she walk away from their twisted desires? Two gorgeous captains stand on opposite sides of the law. When they collide in a battle to protect her, the lines blur between enemies and lovers. Passion heats, secrets unravel, and hearts entangle until they break. Can love prevail in the sea of ruin? Is this an MFM? Okay. Next up, I have Bitter Heat by Maya Knight. I'm pretty sure this is Mafia or has slight Mafia in it, but it's also a dark romance and a very dark romance kind of month for me. This one is slightly Mafia, marriage in trouble, or like couple in trouble, like trying to fix their marriage. Forced proximity in a cabin, I believe. I don't know, in the woods. It looks so good. I want to read it. Those are all the books from my physical TBR, so let's get into my other ones. I'm telling you guys, it's a long ass list. I have a couple of novellas. I have Below Zero, which came out today, actually July 5th, which I am dying to read. I have Surrender to Sin by Nicola Davidson and The Devil's Submission by Nicola Davidson. These are two novellas, historical novellas. I already read one of them. I can't remember what the name is, to be honest. I can't remember which one of the novellas it was, but I already read one of them, and it was real good. It was real smutty. It was real good, okay? Then I have Sweet Berries by C.M. Nascosta. I want to read this because this is part of her monster romance. It is a novella though. I don't think it's more than 200 pages. Then I have Him by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen. I actually have this one on audiobook. I am currently listening to it. I don't think I'm nowhere near close to finishing it, but you know, it's started. That is an MM college hockey romance, and it's really good so far. And I love the audio because one of the narrators for one of the heroes is Jacob Morgan, and you know, I feel some type of way about Jacob Morgan. He has my heart. Then I have Flawless by Elsie Silver. This one I added to my TBR because my book bestie, you guys already know, she has been influencing me just like I have been influencing her, but we both have been seeing this book everywhere on Bookstagram, on TikTok, and it just seems so good. And I had put it in a spinner wheel to figure out which book I wanted to read next, and it had actually landed on this book. And then my dumbass went to go read it, and I looked at the cover, because the cover, like from far away, stunning, sexy, so good. I love it, even though there is people on the cover, but like, you know, I love that one. Like, it just hit for some reason. Just the whole like sexy embrace and shit. But I looked closer and it looks like the guy has really long hair, and I refuse to believe that he has really long hair. Like, if you guys look at this cover, whichever side I put it on the screen, he has really long hair, and it's not the heroine's hair, because I zoomed in, and it just really threw me off. And then I was telling my friend about it, and she was like, bitch, did you just judge a book by its cover? And I was like, bitch, yeah, I might have. And then I just couldn't get it out of my head, and I didn't want to read it anymore. So anyways, that's a little story on that one, but that is on my TBR, and I will be reading it, okay? Then I have The Beast by Jenica Snow. It's like a dark werewolf monster romance. Then I have The Assassin in the Desert by Sarah J Maas and The Assassin and the Healer by Sarah J Maas. These two are on the Assassin's Blade. These are two novellas in there that I want to read as well, because I'm reading it kind of like together with the whole series. But then I have Fair Catch by Kandi Steiner and Blindside by Kandi Steiner. I have already read Blindside. It was my first book of July and my first ever book by Kandi Steiner, and it was absolutely amazing. And that's all I will say about it. But yeah, I ended up adding Fair Catch to my TBR today because it originally was not on my TBR, but my friend is currently reading it, and she has been sending me screenshots, and she got me hooked. I was like, I have to read this. So it has been added to my TBR. Then I have Electric Idol by Katie Robert. I actually have the physical right here. That's why it wasn't in my pile, because I have it in my book sleeve. I will link the shop that my book sleeve is from. They have really cute ones. I ended up just getting this plaid neutral one, but I want to check out all their other ones. I will link the shop down below if you guys want to go check out all the things that they offer. But yeah, Electric Idol is on my TBR as well. I have already started reading it. It is my current read. But yeah, then I have Enthralled by Giana Darling and Enamored by Giana Darling. This is actually a duet. I ended up adding this duet to my July TBR because I miss Giana Darling so much. Like, I've been waiting for the 7th book in the Fallen MC and it still has not been announced, and I just have been missing her writing and I want to get through her backlist, so I was like, why not? It's also a dark romance kind of month, so I was like, I'm gonna throw that in there because I miss her. I already read Enthralled. I am shook, I am flabbergasted, I am still processing. I don't want to talk about it. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was 5 stars. I have not picked up the 2nd book because I am still dealing with the 1st book. So there's that. Then I have Balance by Lucia Franco. This I have seen everywhere. I was a little bit iffy because this age gap is just enormous. Okay, it's not. I want to say it's not that bad, but is it really not that bad? I don't know. But I'm still gonna read it and I think I'm really gonna love it. But it is like multiple books of the same couple. But you know, I have the 1st book. Let's see how I feel about it. I've heard great things by Oh Hey It's McKay and That Tall Book Girl, so I'm here for it. Kind of nervous, kind of excited. Then I have Praise by Sara Cate. This one I just want to read because I know I'm gonna love, because Praise kink is just my kink and I just know that I'm gonna love it, so it's on here. I have King of Libertines by Pam Godwin as well. That is a novella. I didn't put it in my novella section, but that is a novella that I want to read before I read Sea of Ruin, because that's how it goes. It's like a little novella and then you read the big book. So yeah, I have that. And then I have the Mindfuck series by St. Abby or Stabby, which I love. R.I.P. though. Yeah, everybody loves this. I'm here for it. Dark romance, serial killer romance with an FBI agent. Oh, it sounds so good. Then I have Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This one is dark. I mean, that's what I've heard. It sounds like it's dark. It is basically about a girl who gets kidnapped with her sister's fiance, and they end up being kidnapped by this psycho who forces people to fall in love before he kills them. And I just heard that it's dark and it's emotional and I need something to make me feel. So I'm ready for that. I think next month I kind of want to try doing like really sad books, but I don't know how many my heart can take. But I've been really wanting to read like sad books, or like books that make me feel like I want to sob. You know, like that's what I want. Like I just need to sob. Okay. Then I have Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is the beginning of an era. This is the beginning of the Sophie Lark era. I am finally going to start her Mafia series. Me and my bestie Jocelyn, we are doing it together. Don't know when we're gonna read it, but it's on July TBR. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna read it. And I have a feeling that I'm going to love it. Then I have, last but not least, Ruthless Creatures by J.T. Geissinger. This one is also another Mafia dark romance, and I am finally starting this series as well. A lot of series starting, you know, but there's series that I want to start and finish this year, so I'm like, I have to add them at some point. So I'm super excited for Ruthless Creatures. I think it's just gonna be a gem. I love alpha dominant possessive heroes. I'm here for it. And that is all of the books on my July TBR. Let me know what your book hopefuls are down below in the comments. I would love to know what you're reading, what you're picking up. Let me know what book on my TBR you guys are most excited for me to read. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.